Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Stephanie Lee. I'm an evidential medium, and I review books that have led me on my spiritual awakening. For September, I am working on this particular book, Ghosts Among Us by James Van Praagh. James is my mentor and teacher. He taught me how to become a medium. I'm certified through him. He is a lovely man. He has many courses that you can take on his website. And this book really taught me about what happens when we cross over. Last week, we talked about leaving the body. This week, we're going to talk about Ghost 101. So in a sense, we are all ghosts, or what I like to call spirits, residing in a physical body. And when our spiritual work is done here on earth, our physical body shuts down and our spirit continues on and it still exists. There are no mistakes, no deaths before their time, and there are no deaths that could be avoided. We are here for a certain amount of time to learn certain things. We are born at one time and we cross over at another time, and it's all predetermined. It's predetermined before we even get here. We decide what body we are going to take, who is going to surround, what loved ones are going to surround us, what roles they're going to play, what roles we're going to play in their lives. So it's really interesting. Ghosts are forms of energy, just like humans are forms of energy. They appear quite like their physical body. So when James sees a ghost, he sees their full form, complete with hair and their facial features, what clothing they're wearing. Most ghosts appear youthful and healthy in the prime of their life. When ghosts are around, the temperature will typically change. You'll feel cold. The air will feel much colder, and you might feel like a breeze on the back of your neck, or you might get the chills. So ghosts are perceived clairvoyantly. You can see them, and clairaudiently you can hear them. I cannot see them with my eyes open. I can see them when I'm doing a reading. I can see them sometimes when my eyes are closed. I can see what they're wearing. I can definitely hear them all the time chattering, telling me what's going on, what they want to pass on to their loved one, how to help with the healing process. They're also very, very funny. It's very fun. It's very fun to be a medium and bring through spirits. Ghosts can travel from one place to another instantaneously because they live in an atmosphere solely created by their own thoughts and attitudes. So whatever they imagine, that's where they are. Ghosts typically have not entered into the light, so they're caught between the earth dimension and the spiritual realm. Earthbound ghosts are usually fearful. They might be angry. They might be lonely. And this is sort of how they communicate with these types of emotions. James goes on to give a couple of examples of earthbound ghosts. His first example is that he went to a family wedding. So he's at this wedding, beautiful church, wedding's going on, and he sees this woman way in the back pews praying, and she's dressed all in black. So it's sort of like, well, this is kind of odd. Why is this woman in the back dressed in black praying? He kept his eye on the woman, and he noticed someone walk right through her. So then he realized, okay, this woman is a ghost. So the ceremony ends, and James is like, maybe I should go talk to this person and see what's going on. So he went back to talk to her, and she just kept telling him, shh, be quiet. The priest is not going to like that you're talking so loudly. We're in church, remember? I'm here to do my prayers, my daily prayers. And he found out later from people in the church that she had passed many decades earlier. Other people had also seen her. Other people in the congregation had seen her in the church. So James believed that she was just strongly tied to the earth through her beliefs and her habits, that she always had to go to church. She always had to do her prayers every single day. She'd never missed a day to do her prayers. And what happens is it just takes them a while to transition over because they just feel so compelled to be here still. Another example was a man who had passed from a drug overdose. James was at a cemetery to visit another person in his life, and he was walking by a woman who was leaning over her son's grave, and he just felt compelled to kind of sit with her and be with her. So the son showed up and was in a very bad state of guilt. He felt imprisoned by his own thoughts. He felt guilty for blaming his mother for his own problems because all throughout his life he had blamed his mother. Now he knows how much he hurt her, and all he wants to do is tell her that he is sorry. So James was able to pass this information along to his mother. His mother had no idea who James was and didn't know that he could hear her son. So James was able to pass along the message to the mother that her son was in a terrible amount of pain because of the guilt that he felt. His relatives did come to greet him. And if you watch the video from last week, that our loved ones do come to greet us when we pass. But he refused to go because he felt that he didn't deserve happiness because the way that he treated his mom when he was alive. He cannot leave until his mother knows how sorry he was. And that, she did not deserve to be treated like that. His mother looked up at the heavens and said, "I love you, Peter. You are my son, and I forgive you. I just want you to be happy." With these words, Peter's energy changed, and he was finally free to go. And within an instant, James knew that he was gone. So it was just that last little bit of unfinished business that her son needed to take care of and make sure that she knew that he was so sorry for what he had done, and that her forgiveness set him free. So, in conclusion, sometimes the reason why we're stuck in that in-between mode is because there's some unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. Or we need to do our prayers at church, or whatever it is that we're kind of stuck in this limbo. But know that you don't have to be stuck in that limbo. So when you cross over and all your relatives are there going, "Come on, we can't wait to see you," go, just go, and know that you can take care of forgiveness on the other side and forgive yourself and learn from that. So I hope that helped. I typically don't work in the negative realm of spirits. I only ask for loving and positive spirits to work with to pass along messages to their loved ones so that they can heal and move forward. If you want to work with your loved ones and pass on messages to them, I do have a freebie in my, you can go on my website, stephanieleemedium.com, or you can find me through that same name on Facebook or Instagram, and you can click on my bio on Instagram and you can sign up to get the freebie on how you can connect with your loved ones. So I hope you enjoyed this. Next week, we are doing another round of this. So we have 2 more weeks of Ghosts Among Us, and I hope you tune in, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.